From the Jordan Mailata show, which is what everyone knows him from. That is Jordan Mailata.
Get it?
Get it?
That was a good one. I'm
Show?
not gonna lie to you. That was pretty funny.
6 o'clock Mondays at Chickies and Pete's, presented by Miller Lite. Thank you for coming in, Jordan. Appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
Took some pictures earlier. How do you think Elliot and I did in the photo thing?
I think with a little bit of CGI, we can look the
There
same
you
height.
go.
You know?
Yes.
I think no one's going to tell that we all have different heights.
The height issue, taking a picture with you.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of messed up.
Well, the problem is that anybody, you're a big guy, anybody standing next to you looks like a child. So
I did tell you guys to move up.
Well,
I did say, hey, move up and I'll stay back here, so it kind of looks like, shoulder height wise, we're on the same level.
Nah, you wanted us to put on the helmets too, so you were okay with embarrassing us as well. So before we get into the football stuff, I was thinking this as you were walking around here at the station. Philadelphia is a psychotic sports town in a good way. Not just the fans, but us as well. Mm-hmm. So what is it like for you to be in the middle of, you're doing your job, but everybody in the city, to a certain extent, has an opinion on not just your job, but your teammates, that sort of thing. So, and we're obviously psychos here. So for you, how is it doing your job within the atmosphere of Philadelphia?
I just see myself as a middleman. That's all it is. To the fans, to the fan base, just to give them, everyone's going to have opinions. That is what comes with the platform, unfortunately. And so I just see this part right now, even sitting here talking to you guys, I'm just like the middleman, just trying to give answers to the questions the fans really want to know, but also protect the team at the same time. Not say too much.
Yeah.
Don't say too little, but just enough.
But do you have
just enough.
Do you have that calculation always going on in your head as to what the right amount is? Almost
Sometimes.
like a limiter to
Sometimes.
say,
We're
shouldn't
not
go
looking
there.
for anything, Jordan.
Yeah,
We're just people talking.
Hey,
Poor
come on
friend.
now. Come on now.
I will say you've done, and I've told you this before. But you've done a great job of being able to do that, of being able to have those conversations, answers. You know that there are people out here on this side that want to know what's going on, but at the same time, you have a trust and a bond with your brothers inside that building that you don't want to betray, but you feel like you have a responsibility as one of the vocal leaders of the team that you can express this. Now, everybody can't do that. Like, everybody can't, they don't have that ability to be able to articulate those things without putting their foot in their mouth. So we certainly appreciate that. That's why I think you've become one of the, when I say leaders of the team, faces of the team, I think of Jordan Mailata. I do. I mean, especially after last year. I do. I mean, that's what it probably really started in 23.
Yeah, usually the media only wants to talk to me after we lose. When we're winning, I never do interviews, right? And I'm always the first one. Hey,
right? Yeah.
Hey, after a loss,
because they know.
Because you'll say something.
Yes.
Hey, but you ask the same questions, you get the same answers. You know? Like,
but I've never at least I don't recall you ever throwing a teammate under the bus, throwing a coach under the bus. Like, we've seen athletes when they're not in a good mood, things aren't going well with the team, they can snap back at the media or the fans, and there's a rift going there.
Yeah.
You've been able to balance that with being honest with us at times, but also there's enough positivity built up there with you that I think people take your honesty, even if it's not something they want to hear. Mm-hmm. They hold on to it because they know it's coming from a good place.
Yeah.
Now, listen, we've had athletes in town that some of them, they're pot stirrers. They like to go to the media, say stuff, and get things going. But I think with the way you've carried yourself all these years, I think you do it the right way.
I try my best.
Yeah.
Well,
I try
not
my
easy.
best.
If you want to stir the pot.
Hey. You said truth teller. I'm a truther.
You are a truther.
I am a truther.
Yeah.
You are a truther. Okay,
let's get down to it.
So let me start it this way. Yeah. Let me start it this way.
I'm a truther.
One of the big topics for us now we're discussing is what is wrong with the passing game. Why are we not getting explosive plays? What's going on? It's not like I've stated. I don't think Jalen has played poorly. I just wonder if there's meat still left on the bone out there from you guys from an offensive standpoint in the passing game. When you look at the two games, can you explain as best you can about what do you think some of the issues are with the lack of explosiveness in the passing game?
I'm a truther, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys like I know the route tree and the concepts in the passing game. I'm not going to do that. Never have, never will. So let's get that out the way. I think, one, we could be better with our protection. We could be better at picking up the blitz, but also be on the same page with the running backs and QB. And I think we have this is probably our best year that we've done it so far in the past 2 games, and knowing at Jalen knowing where he's going to be hot. I think protection-wise we could do that better. I think running the ball we could do that better. We're not running the ball well as well as we did or have in the past. Right. But then again, it's week 2. We've only played 2 games. The sky's not falling. We're not worried about it. Not worried about it yet. I'll say it like that. Okay, I get it, fans. I get it. But we're not worried about it. We know we left meat out the bone. We know that if our run game is solid, it opens up the play action and opens up the passing game. And our run game has been patchy. But that's stuff that we can correct. I said it on my show. We're 1 block away. And that's just an execution. It's an execution error. And and that's just something. How we get better at it is we got to keep working at it at practice. As much as it sounds simple, that is the honest answer. Just working it out at practice because we're 1 block away, and it's just understanding your assignment. But then also, how can you communicate so everyone is on the same page? I always talk about the communication aspect of the plays and how that is probably the major part about how the execution or how the play turns out. And so those are just some areas.
Now, when you say communication, you mean like between you guys at the line? Talking about,
just at the line, just
block?
based off the call.
Okay.
What's the call? Okay, how does that affect my technique? Who am I working with? Those kind of IDs. Yeah. So
it is a league of adjustments, right? And you guys won the Super Bowl last year and had a good offense. So every defensive coordinator in the league, when they're facing you, is trying to pick apart what you did to do something different to prevent you from doing it.
Yeah.
The Chiefs blitzed you guys a lot. I guess I'm just trying to think of the chess game between the defense and what you are doing in terms of, are you determining what they do, or are they determining what you do, that push and pull? Do you feel like that there were things you were doing last year that maybe other teams will be on to that you have to do differently?
Yes. We call it putting lipstick on the pig. Just dressing up the play a little bit, just to kind of protect the integrity of it. But yeah, I think teams just play us different. I think, not to brag or not to say anything about, anything that may sound, big-headed or anything, but I think they play us differently because of our offensive line.
Yeah.
Because who we have at the running back position and who we have as a dual-threat quarterback.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams forget that Jalen Hurts can use his legs.
Yeah.
And we're pretty lucky to have that. Now, we could probably do more in the run game, to alleviate some of that pressure, to remind people, we have a QB who can use his legs.
Yeah.
Right, when he's not just scrambling out of the pocket on a pass play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as I said, the sky's not falling. Like, man, we got this. Like, I have total faith in our offense, in KP, in everyone at our team. So,
I think the thing that you said there I thought is interesting is there is two things can exist at once. The sky's not falling also can be better, right? It's 2 things at once, which I think we don't always do a great job here of, it's our job to make it feel, because, as a fan, sometimes when things aren't working the way that you want it to work, it feels like the sky is falling, right? And we don't know everything that you know. So
it's a game of comparisons.
Yeah.
You're comparing yourself to other fan bases. And I understand that. I was a fan.
Yeah.
I am still a fan of many sports, so I get it.
This fan base is like no others.
Yeah.
It's a little different. We're a little different. It's okay to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You got me.
We're a little different. Yeah. And I don't know if that's always for the better or what, but I just know we're a little different. We certainly obsess over this team and everything, and having 6 days in between games to sort of break down everything and dissect everything from the game before. We can tend, even in a win, we can tend to find things to obsess about. And so we've been obsessing about the passing game for 2 weeks straight here, even though you guys are 2-0.
What about the tush push?
Well, we talk about that too.
Well,
You ever been, like, obsessing about that?
That was
Yeah.
coming up, yes.
Yeah.
You ever been obsessing about that?
All
What
right,
about
so let
that?
me ask you about the tush push thing. All right, let me get to that. Let me get to that. So you guys ran it 7 times Sunday. 7 times. It's a lot of talk
Light
on
work.
7 times on. It's on a lot of talk on national TV the last 2 days about it, and it's not all favorable.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on how it seems like there's a growing pushback from the national media against the tush push.
Yeah. I understand it. I understand the outrage. What I don't understand is them using it as an excuse to why we won the game.
Right.
I think it's incredibly disrespectful to our defense and our special teams who balled out. You know, my brothers on defense and special teams who balled out that game, who had our backs when we weren't moving the ball or we weren't doing anything. You know, and so when I see those things and they fly across my timeline here and there, and I do my best to stay off social media, but you know, that kind of irks me a little bit. That pisses me off because we give so much to this game, and to kind of base off a short yardage play that is a football play, and say that we won the game off that, but not how our defense played, not how our special teams have played, putting us in those positions. You know, I think it's bullcrap. Part of my French. Hey, let me press this dump button.
No.
Bull
Okay,
crap is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that one's fine.
I think I was going to say a lot of other stuff, but you know, I just think it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish, man. It makes my blood boil just thinking about it. You know.
Now, do you guys? I wonder as a team, right? Particularly you guys as offensive linemen as a unit, because I feel like this is, along with Jalen, this is you all's thing. Like this is your thing, right? I wonder, do you feel like people will sort of label it like it's a crutch for you guys to lean on? Because I always look at it like it doesn't give you guys the credit for what you do as offensive linemen without it.
That's a great point.
That's how I kind of look at it.
That's a great point. I never thought about it. I thought about it like that. You know what? Because if everybody had us, they'd do it.
Right.
Of course. Why would they not do it?
So absolutely, I see it as a crutch.
Yeah.
But that's only because of the people we have in the room. If everybody could do it like us, they would. But they don't, because it starts up with the people up front and, of course, the pushers of the tush.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really get your tush pushed that much, though.
No. Sometimes
you're on the edge. So, like,
sometimes-
you're on the edge. You don't get as much tush pushed as, like, Cam.
That's because I'm underneath the pile with Landon.
That's true. And Landon got a lot of tush.
Listen, I'm gonna let the
to
people
push.
think that it's the pushers of tush that get the job done. I'm gonna let them think that.
Do you get excited when the tush push is called, or are you like, oh, here we go?
How late in the game are we?
Anyway, how many snaps have you had already?
How many snaps? No, it's kind of both, especially if it's like a gotta-have moment.
Yeah.
I feel like Sirianni does a great job of all these high football IQ situations that we go through in meetings, and so we do these situations every day, and you see the situation on the field, and you're just like, this has got to have it, got to get it, got to do it.
And then the defense knows it's coming, and they can't do anything about it.
That's my favorite part.
Sometimes, I'll even give this nugget. Sometimes if it's the first drive of the game, and it's like 3rd and 1, and we call it, I'm just like,
it's going to be one of those days.
Like we're in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Really?
Was it the Jacksonville game last year? I feel like there was one game where there were more tush pushes than any other game. Maybe it was Jacksonville. Maybe it was a Jacksonville
I was on the
game.
sideline for that one. Sorry, guys.
Oh, come on.
Were you out that game?
I was out that game.
Oh.
Fred Johnson did a phenomenal job.
Oh, yeah.
I
forgot about that.
Speaking of being out, we were talking about Jordan Davis, and the question is not specifically about Jordan Davis. Just I guess it's more about staying in condition, the balance between rest and recovery, and keeping your conditioning up during the season. Off season's easier, right? Because you don't have games, whatever. So how do you balance that? How do you balance the recovery from the game on Sunday, which beat the crap out of you, and then you need to stay in shape to be able to play again? How do you do that?
So Sirianni does a great job of, building the schedule out. So post-practice, there's nothing. There's no time for meetings. It's your time to do recovery, rest, or conditioning. And so that is, pretty much the time that we get to do all three. We don't have anything else. We get done at like 4:30, I think it is. Something like that. And then, the rest of the night off to do rest, recover, or conditioning. And
nutrition's super important, I would imagine, during the season as well.
Yes, the Eagles do a great job. Our team of chefs at the facility do a great job of feeding us, and I guess Steph, our nutritionist, does a great job of making sure that the players are in their range. So,
dude, if I was a young player, seriously, this is off topic. If I was a rookie, first of all, to move somewhere close to the facility.
So you can eat every meal.
Man, I'm eating every meal over there.
They are doing that.
Right? Yeah, the rookies, man, that is awesome.
Oh, you kidding me?
Dude, let me tell you don't even want to know how I was eating as a rookie, man. It was ridiculous.
MREs?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fast food, a lot of whatever you can get, or you know what I mean?
Well,
rarely cooked meals.
In T.O.'s book, I think he said for the first season he ate McDonald's every meal.
I can believe that.
Terrell Owens did. Yeah.
McDonald's every meal?
Yes, his rookie season. Yeah.
I mean, bag of bones, mate. Yeah, I wish I could do that too.
Yeah.
If I was a bag of bones, I would eat McDonald's as well. Sorry.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't have to
compare the body types. It wasn't a shot.
Yes.
It wasn't a shotgun. I'm just comparing the body type. That's all it was.
No, you look good, brother. You look good. Looking good.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
The Italian shirt,
it fits well, man.
Yeah. So we were talking about the Phillies earlier, and the Phillies won the NL East yesterday. Now, not a playoff win, but clinched the division. Yeah. And I wonder if you had seen the celebrations that they did. Now, if you hadn't, they covered the entire clubhouse with plastic, popping champagnes, doing beer funnels, all that sort of stuff, just because they won the division. If you had seen it and what you think of the celebration.
Dude, that's like rugby locker room celebrations, man.
Yeah, they go hard.
That's after you win the championship, or
would never see. That's just winning a game on the weekend. That's every game after every game. Man, would love to see that in the NFL.
You
would love to see that. I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was cool.
They have a good time. Hey,
I'd have a great time too if I plastic wrap the rest of the locker room.
You have to see. You know what training camp is like for you. You have to see what spring training is like for players. It is.
Oh, you'd be amazed by it.
Nah, stop.
Well, it's just.
What are we talking here?
They're just hanging out. I mean,
man.
They're done at 10, ready to play golf by 12, Jordan.
What kind of conditioning are they doing? I need to know that. That's what I need to find out. What kind of conditioning
they literally
are they
spent
doing?
that hour stretching and just like playing toss with each other.
That just pisses me off.
Yeah.
I hate that you guys just brought this up. That pisses me off.
Maybe they run a few sprints. Nobody's making them run the sprints. They're just doing it to show that they're doing something.
Yeah, that really angrifies me.
Yeah.
Hold on, you got to do
really
angrifies.
You got to do some PFP work. Pitcher's fielding practice.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Work on running over to first base.
And practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they drinking while they're doing this?
Yeah, they may as well be.
They could, yeah. I'm telling you, if you saw...
I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Golly.
I was going to say, if you saw Philly spring training, I have no doubt you would start learning how to hit.
Yeah. Start learning how to hit, for sure.
I don't know, man.
Sure.
I don't know if I can hit a ball.
Well,
have you seen our little batting cage practice whenever we go?
Yeah, I'm seeing you guys. Do you
terrible.
Do you ever go up and play in Smitty's softball thing?
No, usually away traveling.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got too big a strike zone for baseball, honestly. You're too tall. Yeah.
Supposed to be your chest to your knees.
That's like 5 feet on you.
I'm screwed.
Yeah. You're in real trouble.
I'm screwed.
So, big game on Sunday. Rams, here it is. It's sort of a gauntlet at the beginning of this season. Cowboys, Chiefs.
No let up.
Rams, Bucks, then the Broncos. Mm-hmm. All good teams.
We're playing the Broncos?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Hey.
Tough defense.
What? I didn't
Don't worry, that's 3-4 weeks.
I know, I'm not going to worry. This is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I actually don't know who we're playing.
I believe you.
And, like, if it wasn't for Spike, I wouldn't know. And it's just from the shows that we've been doing. He's like,
I'm here for you, man.
I just don't know who we're playing.
Yeah, you're just next opponent. Next
Yeah,
up. Who's
I
next?
think this year I just kind of went into the mindset like, we'll see who we see.
Yeah.
Worry about it that week. Far out. So you were saying the gauntlet?
Well, must be better at home. No travel day in there. So the week goes. So you off yesterday, right? And then today.
Oh, today off.
Today off, and then
yesterday.
In yesterday, and then practice starts again tomorrow. And start immediately game planning for the Rams. Or yesterday you were looking at tape of the Chiefs game, and then starting tomorrow starts Rams prep. Is that how it works?
Yeah. Not giving away the secrets of selling negotiators.
Is there anywhere else you'd rather spend your off day?
The WIP.
There are things that I could be doing, but
I'll give you credit. You've been hanging around today, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Well,
it. And you can always tell because it's a little more. It's a little more of a buzz in the building.
I was just trying to find my office here. I was just trying to look
they
for
need
my
to have
table.
one for you.
That was the final question. So you finished up your lunch around 3:30, and then program director, brand manager Rod Lakin had to entertain you for about a half hour to this. Rod is a great guy and a great program director. Entertaining. I don't know if I would put that on his. So was he able to keep you busy?
I heard Jordan was entertaining them.
It makes more sense.
It makes way more sense.
Well, to be fair, I was entertaining myself, which meant it was entertaining.
There you go. All right.
But he did a great job.
How far do you think you could throw
How about
Steinberg?
this? They let Jordan take the guitars off the wall.
He said,
play
"How
them.
far do you think I could throw Steinberg?"
How far do you think you could throw Steinberg?
So for anyone listening, Steinberg's a small guy. Do you think you could throw him 10 feet?
I will not be Stein throwing anybody.
Stein throwing.
That is, you can't do my boy like that.
You guys, let me tell you, I know it's a long way away. You guys win the Super Bowl, the final Jordan Mailata show of the year. We're throwing Steiny. We're throwing Steiny. Yeah.
Holy cow! Can't do it, Steiny. Just can't do it, Steiny.
All right, Jordan. Well, we appreciate you coming in,
Appreciate
brother.
you hanging out, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
And
excited everybody around the building today.
Yeah.
Yes.
And dealing with us at WIP, it takes.
We're not that bad.
Well, a lot of people, I would, if I was in Jordan's job, I would. First of all, have to be in way better shape and be much bigger. But the other thing is, I would tune us out completely. You being part of it means a lot to the listeners, means a lot to us.
I just feel like I'm the whip whisperer,
Yeah.
The whip whisperer.
Hold on, they call us the whip down there.
Where? We're down there, where?
At the NovaCare.
Yeah, we heard AJ call us whip once.
Well, I just was reading the sign.
Yeah, there you go.
WIP whisperer just was too long.
Yeah, there you go.
So whip whisperer.
I got you.
Had more of a ring to it as I was saying it in my head.
All right.
Makes sense.
Well, knock 'em dead on Sunday, and then I'll see you on Monday, and I'll tell you who you're playing the next week.
Appreciate it.
I feel like I'm a little bit of a coach. I'm a little bit of a coach.